അടുത്ത് ഉള്ള പവലിയൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇസ്രായേലിൻ്റെ പവലിയനാണ്. വലിയ തിരക്കും കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല എന്നാണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു വിശ്വാസം. ഇതുപോലൊരു ലൈൻ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്, മൂന്ന് ഇതായിട്ടുള്ള ലൈൻ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. മെയിൻ ഷോ എന്നാണ് ഒരു എൻട്രൻസിൽ എഴുതിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. സോറി ബ്രോ. നമ്മളവിടെ മെയിൻ ഷോ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ഇത് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്ന് നിന്നതാണ്. രണ്ടുപേര് നമ്മളെ കടന്നു പോയി. ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു ലൈന് പോയതിന് ശേഷം, അതായത് അവിടെ ഉള്ള ലൈൻ മുന്നോട്ട് പോയതിന് ശേഷം നമ്മൾ ഈ ലൈൻ കടത്തി വിടുള്ളൂ. നമ്മളൊരു ചാൻസ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാകുന്നുള്ളത് ഇവിടെ ഒരു ഷട്ടറുണ്ട്.
And show you possible answers. If you think this is the right answer, let's hear you. Come on, don't be shy. If you think this is the right answer, how about this one? Is that all clear? Let's start. This is Israel. More than half of the area of Israel is covered in desert. Almost 4,000 students come to the Israeli desert each year from 30 countries around the world. So what do you think? Why do they come? For a massive peace party in the desert? Give a round of applause if you think that's true. Or to participate in agriculture training programs. Let's give it a clap if you think that's right. That's true. The parties in Israel are excellent. But 4,000 students come each year to participate in special agricultural training programs that help them become entrepreneurs in their own countries. Despite the desert conditions in Israel, agriculture flourishes. And we share this knowledge with over 30 countries, affecting 300 million people in the process. So, let's play. What do you know? What percentage of fresh produce that Israel exports globally is grown in extreme desert conditions? And what percentage is from typical agricultural land? Now, do you think this is the right answer? Don't look like it's okay. Or do you think option B is the right answer? One. Oh, gosh. Let's hear you. Of the fruit, vegetables, and flowers that Israel exports around the world is grown in extreme desert conditions. Life in the desert has taught the inhabitants of Israel how to use water wisely, and Israel is a world leader in water loss prevention. More than half of the water used for agriculture is recycled, and 80% of the drinking water is desalinated seawater. And we don't keep this to ourselves. Since its establishment, Israel has lent a supporting hand to countries around the world, especially developing countries. The Israel Aid Agency maintains connections with over 140 countries, from the largest being China and India, and the tiny islands in the Pacific. Asia, Africa, Europe. From which continent does Israel get its diversity far and far? Is it Asia? Come on, let's hear it for Asia. Is it Africa? Go Africa, come on! Or maybe it's Europe, Asia, and Africa. All together. Put your hands for that. All right. You are right, but not completely. Israel enjoys a spectacular biodiversity of flora and fauna from all three continents. Africa, Asia, and Europe. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Thanks to its unique location between three continents, Israel boasts both the lowest sea and the northernmost coral reef on Earth. And every year, more than 500 million birds pass through the skies of Israel on their way to the Great Migration to warmer lands. It's amazing that nearly 7,000 startups exist in such a small place like Israel. That comes to about one startup for every 1,400 people. How about I realize that? That must be the reason why Israel is known as the startup nation. But maybe it's time to update that nickname to Cyber Nation. Israel has the highest investment in cyber per capita in the world. When you invest, you reap the benefits. Just this year, 21 Israeli cyber companies have been declared a unicorn, a startup that is valued at over $1 billion. So, what do you know? How many Israeli companies are considered unicorns? Is it A, 37,
95.
or B, 95? You are right. There are 95 unicorns in the tiny state of Israel. That is a herd of unicorns. Though Israel is the only Jewish country in the world, Israeli society is a fascinating mosaic of people, history, and culture. But we in Israel see every minority as an opportunity for new indigenous talents and abilities. And the results are truly inspiring. But not only in the present, Israel has layers upon layers of fascinating past in Jerusalem, Masada, Caesarea, and around Galilee Sea. 16 sites in Israel have been designated World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. So, let's play What Do You Know About Culture in Israel? This is the Old City in Jerusalem. In 1 square kilometer, there are 3 holy sites of 3 major religions. What are those sites? Is it the Baha'i Gardens, Masada, and the Church of Annunciation? Clap your hands if it is. Is it the Dome Rock, the Western Wall, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? Clap your hands if that's the right answer. The Baha'i Gardens are located in Haifa. Masada is in the desert near the Dead Sea. And the Church of Annunciation is in Nazareth. Every weekend in Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, thousands of Muslims pray at the Temple Mount. Thousands of Jews pray at the Western Wall. And thousands of Christians pray at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. In fact, that's the meaning of Jerusalem. City of Peace. Also located in Jerusalem is the Knesset, the Israeli parliament, which represents people of all backgrounds and origins, men, women, Jews and Arabs, religious and secular. So what do you know? How many members are there in the Knesset? Is it 180? Go ahead and clap for that.
120.
Or is it 120? You can go ahead and clap now. The Israeli Knesset had 140 members representing the full spectrum of Israelis, and the Knesset was the first parliament in the Middle East with a female prime minister. How you doing there, Dora? One of Israel's greatest achievements are the peace agreements forged with its neighbors in the Gulf states, and the many collaborations created as a result. Partnerships such as the biological pest control project between Jordan and Israel that replaces harmful chemicals with ours, and a partnership with Abu Dhabi to develop rapid tests for COVID-19. Now, it's not news that Israel is a world leader in water desalination. But in the last year, 16 devices were installed in the streets of Abu Dhabi that produce up to 6,000 liters of drinking water from humidity in the air. So you already know quite a few things about Israel. It's time for me to sign off and for you to party. Lucy and the DJ are waiting for you inside. Enjoy the journey.
Wow. മോഹൻലാലിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ക്ലാസ് കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം ഒരുപാട് പേര് അടുത്തൊരു സെക്ഷനിലാണ് വേണ്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. എൻ്റെ ബാക്കിനും ഫ്രണ്ടിലുമായിട്ട് ഒത്തിരി ജനങ്ങളുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡോറ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് ഞാൻ അകത്തേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്. അതായത് 360 ഡിഗ്രി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്. നമ്മൾ ആ ഡോറ് തുറന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നല്ലൊരു ഹെറിറ്റേജ് പോലത്തൊരു വലിയൊരു വാള് ഇസ്രായേലിന് എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. 360 ഡിഗ്രി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ഇതാണ്. ഈ ഒരു വലിയൊരു വാളെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇതെൻ്റെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് നോക്കി നോക്കാം. കാല് നന്നായിട്ട് കടയുന്നുണ്ട്. നമുക്കൊന്ന് ഇരുന്നിട്ട് കാണാം. അയ്യോ, നമ്മൾ ആ ലൈറ്റും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഓഫ് ചെയ്ത് അതെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു പെണ്ണ് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്. DJ ഉണ്ട്. എന്താണ് നടക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് നമുക്ക് നോക്കി കാണാം.
Forget about the right tone, people. Follow the beat. There's a beat to this world, a rhythm, a pulse. You hear it? It comes from everywhere. From the east, from the west, from the Shamal, from the Janub. It is our beat marching together to the future. At this very moment, somewhere around the world, a new idea is born. And another one on the other side of the world. Each one of these ideas may change our future. How do I know? See for yourselves. Maestro, take us there.
Whoa.
Feeling. It's everywhere. In the cities, in the fields, in the open air, in the ocean, in the wilderness, in the skies above us, in the soil beneath our feet.
ചുറ്റുഭാഗം ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ട്രെയിനാണ് കാണുന്നത്. ബാക്കിലും ഫ്രണ്ടിലും സൈഡിലും.
Into a world where ancient landscape meets the 21st century. A world of genuine creativity.
ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാരും കൂടെ വെയിറ്റ് ഇത് തന്നെ കാണാൻ നിൽക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
It's everywhere. It's in the soil of the desert we made come to life. In the knowledge we happily share. Let's go into a world of environmental responsibility. It's in the energy of the sun we learn to collect. In the water that gives us life. A connected world guiding all of us towards a brilliant future. A protected world where you can utilize big data and artificial intelligence. A world that will be the meeting point of all brilliant ideas. Let's go into a world of scientific breakthroughs. Nature-friendly compostable packaging. A perfect steak created in a lab. Healthy protein-based sugar. 3D printed artificial heart. What would they think of next? The world needs more voices, more ideas, more connections. The world wants to hear your voice. Let's hear you. Yalla.